person said she wanted more impact. She wanted to have more impact. And somebody spoke about needing to be more concise. And I'm going to argue that all of those feed into confidence, right? When I'm confident in front of a room, I can have more impact. And when I'm concise, I appear more confident. One of the pitfalls for a lot of speakers is blah, 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 right? We really don't have to be perfect in front of the room to have a great conversation with an audience. Posture, peepers, and the pause. You know, I do this work with women sometimes, and we all hate it when men sit in a meeting like this. Do we hate this? We hate this. We can't stand this. Why do we hate it?
We can't do it.
All right, we can't do it. Fair enough. And why else do we hate it? What does it signal? Disinterest, arrogance. Here's what's happening. When I sit like that with my hands behind my head and my leg, I am taking up as much space as I possibly could while I'm seated in a chair. Taking up space is about dominance. Sitting like that, I'm all but going around and peeing in the corners of the room, right? Yeah? This is my territory. The arrogant guy, the jerk.
I'll stop.
Okay, go ahead.
As a guy in a room that has lots of women in it,
yeah.
I actually feared for my safety, even though I wasn't doing that pose.
Or the Wonder Woman pose. These are not things that you're doing in front of people. But in my own office, I certainly can do it. I can sit in my big desk chair and put my feet up on the desk and put my hands back like that and smoke a cigar if I wanted to. I mean, I don't. We don't want to display arrogance. But what we want to do is prepare our bodies and our neurology to become more confident and to display that confidence, because it will affect the way we're perceived. Obviously, in front of a group, you're not going to be doing Wonder Woman. But you do want, when you want to come off as confident and authoritative and in charge, you want to be vertical. Eye contact is huge. If I were going to pick one thing that helps you be in command of a room and also helps you connect with your audience, it would be eye contact. Sometimes people get the mistaken idea that looking people in the eye will make it scary. It's the opposite. Because when I'm not in contact with my audience, I'm going to be more nervous, actually, right? As soon as I'm talking to Scott and Lori and Marcia and Linda, what's to be nervous about, right? We're just having a conversation. The pause is huge in terms of establishing yourself as an authority, displaying confidence, looking comfortable in your own skin. When I was in radio, when I worked at WLS, I one time paused for so long I set off the dead air alarm. The engineers were furious. I think when I pause, right here, the air is so alive I can feel it. Can you?
Yes.
Yeah. So as a speaker, you want to use silence. You want to use the pause, and don't be afraid of the pause. And don't fill up the pause with blah, 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 or with like, you know, kinda, sorta, all that padding that we tend to use. One at a time. What was that like? I heard giggling around the room. That is a natural, normal reaction. What else?
My reaction was I felt warm. I felt a better connection. Yeah.
I can't wait to see each of you in front of the room, standing up and looking me in the eye and using the pause, because it's magical. Thank you so much.